absolutely love playing games and you're just looking for a really fun board game for them to play, well, this is the video for you. Today I'm going to give you 5 really fun board games for kids. Hey fun parents, welcome back to Everything Aja. If you're new here, hey, I'm Aja. Here on Everything Aja, I help families bridge the gap between family fun and education. So join a community of dedicated families shaping the future by liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell. Last week we covered 10 really fun board games for families. So if you didn't see it, make sure you check that video out. But today I'm going to give you 5 really fun board games for kids. All of these board games I have in my house and we have a great time playing them. And I'm an adult and I like to play some of these games, so keep that in mind. The first board game we're gonna go over is HEDBANZ. And I actually have 2 versions of HEDBANZ at my house. I have the kid version and I have the adult version. So I will actually include the links to both of those below in the description. HEDBANZ is designed for 2 to 6 people because each person will have a headband on the top of their head. And during their turn, they have to guess exactly which card is placed on the top of their head. HEDBANZ is a really fun, fast-paced game because during your turn, you can only ask yes or no questions. HEDBANZ comes with chips and each person will need 3 chips. They will also use one of the headbands and place that headband on the top of their head. You will then have all the cards face down on the table and each person will pick up 1 card and put that card in the top of their headband without looking, and that way everybody else can see the card so they know exactly which card everybody has to guess. Now the object of the game is to be the first person to get rid of all 3 of your chips. You do this by simply guessing the correct card that's on the top of your head. Once everybody has a card on their head, you will put the cards back into one pile. The game already gives you a timer so that you can use the timer during your turn. And during your turn, you can only ask everybody yes or no questions. You can ask things such as, am I a person?
No.
Am I a place?
No.
Am I a thing?
Kinda.
I recommend starting off really broad and then narrowing down your questions. All right, time. My turn. All right.
Not a restaurant.
Ready? Am I a person?
No.
Am I a place?
Yes.
Okay. Am I a city?
No.
Am I found on a map?
Anything you found on
Everything.
Okay. Am I a city?
No.
Am I a building?
Yes.
Okay. Am I a proper noun building?
What?
Like a proper noun?
Ask another question.
Once you successfully guess which card is on the top of your head, you take that card down and pick up another card if you still have time remaining. Do people come here to eat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, am I a restaurant?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that it?
What?
Am I McDonald's?
Yes.
Wait, I really am?
Yes.
Oh! Alright! Alright.
Wow, that's crazy.
Got rid of chips. Hey. If you don't have time remaining, then cool. You got that card, you get rid of a chip, and then you will put another card in your headband for the next turn. And you will continue to do this for all players until everybody has gone.
A chameleon?
No.
Kenny.
Amphibian? Okay.
You're thinking too hard.
Oh God.
You're right there.
Bearded dragon.
Sorry. So you keep that, and then the next round you pick.
Remember what questions you asked.
And the first person to get 3 successful cards, thus getting rid of all 3 chips, wins. The next game is called PIRANNA. You are on a boat and all of a sudden, a piranha! Time to run! I hope that got you ready to play this game. I've actually had the Piranha Panic game for over a decade and I got it as an adult and had a ball, but yes, it's actually a kid's game. This game is really interactive. The object of this game is to be the first person to get all 3 of your fish to swim up the stream without getting eaten by a piranha. You will roll the die and the die will tell you exactly how many spaces you can go up the stream. There are 4 lanes that you can swim upstream. You have to go horizontally or vertically, you can't go diagonally. Horizontally won't get you to the finish line faster, but it could help you avoid a piranha. The pieces that you will move will be your fish marble. Remember, the object of the game is to get all your fish marbles to swim up the stream. There are also 2 other spaces on the die that have Piranna! So this die is really special. It either has a number which lets you know how many spaces you can use to go upstream, just like we talked about. It also has a blue fish. The blue fish is pretty much nothing. It's almost like a skip a turn. You don't get to go anywhere. You don't get to do anything. You just get to sit there. If you get a piranha, then you have to roll the die again. And that lets you know how many piranhas are about to swim down the stream. Now, if you get a piranha the second time, watch out. Because you're going to have to put a piranha in every spot at the top of the stream. And that means piranha panic! Y'all, I crack myself up sometimes. But if you get 2 piranhas in a row, then you will fill all 4 streams with piranhas. If you get a number such as 2, then you will place 2 piranhas in any of the 4 streams of your choice. Once you have the piranhas in place, you pull the lever and cross your fingers and hope your little fish did not just get eaten. If your fish did get eaten or any of the other players' fish got eaten, then their fish have to start all over again at the bottom of the stream. Remember, the first player to get all their fish to swim up the stream wins. Is the easy oldie but goodie, and it is Sorry. You guys probably remember playing Sorry as a kid. I know it was one of my favorite games at Boys and Girls Club, summer camps. We all played Sorry, okay? And during Sorry, you can only play with 4 players. Each player has their 4 colored pawns. Then the object of the game is to be the first person to get all 4 of your colored pawns to reach your home base. You do this by simply going around the board. Now, the game's not called Sorry for no reason. Before the game, you will go ahead and shuffle up all the cards. Each player starts off his or her turn by simply pulling a card. In order to move a card the first time, you must get a 1 or a 2. Once you get a 1 or a 2, you are off to play the game. If you don't get a 1 or a 2, you're gonna have to wait until you draw a 1 or 2. That could take you about 5 or 6 turns. I told you the game was called Sorry for a reason. You will continue to move your pawns across the board depending on what number you just drew. You can only move 1 pawn at a time. Now, you can jump over any pawns that are yours. However, if you land on an occupied space by any other player, then you get to bump that player and they have to go all the way back to their home. Sorry. Terry, you were this close to winning.
Ain't nobody buying nothing.
I am going to swap places and then send you back to start. Oh. You're good.
So lame. So lame.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
I mean, like, real.
About the dramaticness.
I mean, like, super dramatic.
There are several slides on the board. If you land on the space that has a triangle on the board, then you get to advance your pawn across that slide, bumping anybody that is in your way back to start. Now, this includes any of your own pieces, so you might want to be careful if you have to do this. If you land on a triangle that is the same color as yours, you don't get to do anything. You just get to sit there and sit there and sit there. Now, once your pawn makes it to the Sorry safety zone, nobody can bump you back to start. You are officially safe. And then you have to stay in that safety zone until you draw the exact number of spaces needed in order to make it home. You cannot move backwards to get into the safety zone, but you can move backwards to get out of the safety zone. Now, all the cards are numbered 1 through 12. If you get a card that says Sorry, that means you get to replace your pawn with any occupied pawn of another player, and you get to kick them back to start, and you get to take over their space. Sorry! Now, this next game is an oldie but goodie, and it is Connect 4. And you know what? We just gonna have to stop real quick and I have to go into story time really quick. So, as a child, I mean like first grade, my mother used to love playing Connect 4 because it was and still is her favorite game. So she used to make me sit there and play Connect 4, not to do any type of family fun, but she just wanted to beat me. She needed an opponent that she could just beat. She never let me win and made it into a punishment, y'all. Like a punishment. I used to cry. I don't want to play Connect 4. Mommy, don't make me play Connect 4. Mommy, please. And instead of doing the dishes like a normal punishment or going to my room or no TV, she would make me sit there and play Connect 4 with her while she beat me. Don't do that to your kids. That is not parenting the fun way. That is not playing games the fun way. It wasn't even fun at all. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled program. The object of Connect 4 is to simply be the first player to get 4 in a row. You can only play this game with 2 players. And what you would do is take the chips and alternate turns. This game really helps you with strategy and problem solving because you always have to think a few steps ahead so that the other player doesn't get Connect 4 before you do. And you continue to play until one person eventually gets 4 in a row. Make sure you check out this video so you can get 10 more family fun board games. And don't forget the links to all of these games are down below in the description. And if you're not a member of this community already, join us by liking, subscribing, and clicking the bell. Our next game is Thin Ice, and this is another kiddie game that I actually bought while I was in college. You guys, I simply just go to stores and look at games and then just buy them because that's what I do in my spare time. I play games. Thin Ice comes with 3 different color balls. It also comes with a little igloo, some tweezers, and good old tissue. You will go ahead and set up the pieces where you have the tissue at the top of your igloo because the tissue is ice, get it? And the tissue is thin, get it? Thin ice. They were creative with that one. Now you can really play this game with as many players as you want because during your turn, you will simply take the tweezers, grab a marble from the water, and place that marble on the top of the thin ice, and then give the tweezers to the next person. During their turn, they will do the exact same thing, and this game will continue to play clockwise until one person is a loser and they break the thin ice. Don't be that person, you guys. Don't be that person. Let me know down below in the comments what is your child's favorite board game to play. And if you don't have these board games already, make sure you check the Amazon link down below in the description. No, I'm putting mine right here.
You know something? She not that name.